Hi everyone, it's James here from Production Expert. Let me elaborate on a little theory that I have. Men and women in sheds around the UK, and probably around the world, have produced great things. I believe the first cars were built in sheds, bicycles, even recording studios are now being put into garden sheds. I should know, this is one. The team, or in fact the duo that are Hammer Audio, I think fall into that fantastic history of men in sheds. And they've come up with this thing. This is the Hammer Audio, the HA-872 microphone. And it's a thing of absolute beauty. Now, I know I wax lyrical about microphones all the time, but trust me, this is a thing of absolute exquisite engineering, handmade loveliness. They are genuinely handmade. The guys actually put them together by hand. There's no big crack production team on a line with amazing amounts of machinery. This is a hand-built microphone. Now, let's not go down the route of yet another reproduction of a classic or a vintage microphone. The 87, yes, of course, refers to the ubiquitous U87. But this is a slightly larger housing than a conventional 87. The basket is a nice kind of triple layer weave design, which is supposed to alleviate the need for pop shields, which is why I'm not speaking on one. There is no EQ whatsoever on my voice at the moment. This is exactly how the microphone sounds. It's a very simple mic to use, very simple mic to set up. The package is fantastic. You get all the normal goodies, the case, the shock mount, cables. What else is there to say? So following on from traditional 87 style microphones, on the front we have a 3-way toggle switch for omnidirectional, cardioid and figure of 8. On the back we have this emphasis switch, which takes it from being a modern sounding condenser microphone back to what they refer to as the kind of 70s retro classic tone. Now, it's not quite so obvious on the voice, but on acoustic guitar, on strings, drum overheads, this is a really big deal. This kind of voicing switch, if you like, makes a huge difference. So as I said, this is a genuinely handmade microphone, right down to the plating of the material that is being used for the housing, which means each microphone is ever so slightly different. The guys at Hammer said to me, the electroplating that's causing the etching to give the symbols, like the Hammer Audio logo and all the idents and stuff, it's come slightly pink this time. And I think it's really cool. On their website, it looks a lot more silver, but I kind of like the pink logoing. That, for me, is the handmade, the kind of the men in sheds principle, if you like. It's a thing of absolute beauty, and they sound amazing. Trust me. These mics will be sorely missed. I've been using them in the studio for drum overheads. We've used them live for overheads. We've used them for string quartet. We've used them as room mics, acoustic guitar, vocals. They sound absolutely incredible. So, not just one track this time, but several. We're going to play you some snippets of the projects that I've used these microphones on. They've been used on the demos for other interfaces. We've used them on recording projects. We've used them for drum overheads for my own series of drum tutorials. I did a string quartet recording recently where I think this was used on the cello and second violin. Now, these are not cheap mics. Let's not pretend they are. But 1,300 quid for a beautiful handmade condenser microphone is not expensive in the realms of handmade microphones. It really isn't. You should check these guys out. At the moment, they only have the one product, the HA-872. I really hope there are more coming because, quite frankly, it's only going to be good stuff from these guys. My only criticism, and I've said this to them, I'm allergic, I think, to these kind of Chinese OEM shock mounts. A really nice custom one that matched the material of the mic body would be amazing. But as I say, these guys are very new to the mic game. I think the company's only been up and running a couple of 3 years. And as this is their first product, and for me it's a winner, any future products I know are going to be more than fantastic. So I'll sign off now, and you can enjoy the montage, because even Rocky had a montage, of some of the projects we've used the Hammer Audio 872s for in recent months. But for now, my name's James Ivey, and I'll see you again very soon for some more Gear Talk.